Alright, today we got a Bilt mower TB330. Just won't run at all. So I'll fire up and see how she runs. Alright, we're just gonna go through my typical diagnosis, which is air, fuel, spark, compression. Alright, first is gonna take off this air filter cover. Just need a flathead screwdriver. Oh, that does not look good. Should be reusable, just need compressed air to blow it out. Try running it like this. Alright, so without the air filter there, the engine is getting airflow, so air is not the problem. Pretty sure it's fuel. So I'm going to spray it with starting fluid. There you go, there's the problem. You got a fuel problem. Now I did check the fuel tank earlier. Yep, there's fuel in there. So the issue is the carburetor. I'm gonna put it on the rack and I'll open it up. Alright, so I got it on the lift. First thing you want to do is remove the cover here. It's held on by two Phillips screwdriver. Just unscrew these two, it'll come off, and then we'll have access to the auto choke and the auto choke mechanism. And then sometimes I don't remove the air filter housing here, but I'll just remove it for clarity. The carburetor's right there. All right. Okay, I have the cover off. I'm gonna take a look at the auto choke system. It's okay. It is a bit dirty, so I'll clean it. What I usually do is spray it down with the carb cleaner. Sometimes dirt will build up here and it won't function properly, and dirt will get inside here as well. Make sure you get those springs as well. This spring right here and this spring right here. Sometimes dirt and grass and stuff will build up there and it won't close and open properly. And then what I like to do is I move the air vane. This is the air vane. I move the air vane like this so that some of the liquid will seep through. Alright, now it's time to move the air filter housing. So it's held on by two bolts, 8mm heads. Sometimes it's held on by 3 bolts. This is the other one, but this one was held on by 2. So I'm gonna remove that and have better access to the carburetor. Alright, got the air filter housing cover off. This is the carburetor from the side view. Alright, so it's held on by this drain plug. I think it was a 13 millimeter. One second. Yes, 13 millimeter. Just unscrew that, and yes, 13 millimeter. Just unscrew that, and then the bow will drop. But first, what you want to do is clamp this hose down. This is the hose that comes from the fuel tank to the carburetor. Cut off the fuel. So what I do is I grab a needle nose lock plier. I just clamp it down. Just like that. And then I'll loosen up the bolt, and then the fuel will drain. So I loosen up the drain plug, and as you can see, there is fuel coming into the bowl. So that is a good sign. So that means that the fuel inside the bowl was bad. So that was the issue. Alright, so I got the bowl off. So this is the float and valve needle system. So what happens is the fuel comes out of the valve right there, and then builds up in the bowl, and once the fuel in the bowl rises, the float, the plastic piece right there, rises as well. And once it hits a certain point, it'll close off the valve. So I can show you how it kind of works. Let me take off this plier. Once I release the plier, you'll see fuel dropping, and then yep, there it goes. And then once I lift up the float, it'll stop. So that's how it works. So it's a good way, when you have it off like this, a good way to test the system. So it is functioning properly. Alright, so this is the jet fuel screw. So make sure when you're cleaning this that hole right there is clear. And if it's not clear, what I would do is I grab a metal brush and I'll poke it in and out a few times, make sure there's no debris in there. There's also one on top right there, and this one looks like it's clogged. I think that's the issue with this. So I'm gonna grab a metal brush and I'm gonna poke a hole through and clean it out. Alright, there it is. I cleaned it out. Now you see the hose clear now. So that was, pretty sure that was the issue. I'm gonna put everything back together. Alright, and this is the bowl. As you see, there's some gunk in there. There's also some stuff on the edge. So I would spray down the carb cleaner, and then for the stuff on the edge, that brown stuff, I would grab a metallic brush. Usually what I use is brass, because these aluminum bowls are fragile, so I'll use a brush just like this. I discourage using the metallic brushes. They're a little harder on the bow, so make sure you use the brass brushes to brush them down. Alright, this is the after. Looks a lot better. Alright, just gonna put everything back together. Let's make sure you have this O-ring right here, the seal, the carburetor seal. Sometimes it stays stuck here when you remove the bowl. Well, sometimes it comes out with the bowl. Just make sure it's present. And you also don't want to forget that O-ring right here, that gasket. Helps seal the bowl better. Alright, before I put the air filter housing back on, I just want to check this gasket right here. Forgot what it's called, but some long name. Anyway, feels good, not too hard, and there are no cracks, so it's good. Alright, so I got almost everything put back together. As you saw earlier, This is the old air filter. It's a little dirty, but should still be reusable. So I'll show you my trick to making it reusable. Alright, so here's the old air filter. All you need is access to compressed air and have this air gun. So all you gotta do is blow it out. What I do is blow out from the inside first, and then I'll blow from the outside. And this is the after results. A lot better. I'm gonna fire her up, see how she runs. Alright, so when the lawnmower surges like that, initial start, what you want to do is let it run for a little bit so that some of the fuel get into the system. So I'm going to let it run for a little bit. She's running fine. Looks like that was the issue. Just a clogged jet fuel bolt. So, thanks for watching.